Let's see. There we go. Shazam, maybe. Wow, my colors are really off. This is too bright. Why is this all dark? Because this is eating all my light. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the reschedule New Bricks today. Should call it New Bricks tonight. I don't think I've ever done it during the day. Did he? Did he? Is that the Facebook's kicking in? Yay! All right. One of them, anyway. It's pretty obnoxious phone, pretty big. YouTube's live. Cool. Just waiting on Ken. Ken said he was going to drop by, and he's just grabbing some tea. Woo! In HD. Might be too much HD. Did I go back to that? Okay, that works. A little weird having me on this side. Only 4 today. Still managed to spend a lot of money. So, short story on that. And the shenanigans and why I had to open 2 of these ahead of time. Twitch. They always say that. I don't understand Twitch. I really don't. Can I type in there? My own chat? Oh, look at that. I did it in my own chat. Hey, Eileen. I'm running around but looking, trying to get Annabella to bed. Did I see a picture of her posted yesterday or today? How, with it live, view your... Oh, okay. Oh, maybe I should be leaving this side. Not that anyone ever comes in on Twitch, but... Yeah, if you're on Facebook, come say hi. Yeah. Cute. I tell you, she's grown, huh? Okay, I don't see anything else there. Yeah, I mean, I really don't need to sit in there. It's not doing anything for me. Does Twitch even sit on this stuff I make it? I don't know. This is probably going to be one of our shorter ones. I get a brutal headache. We can get Ken on in the next minute or two, then we'll get started. I got her till tomorrow. Oh, hey. There's Ken.
Hey,
Shazam!
hello.
I didn't even see you down.
That's okay.
I
I'm
lowered my
just
lowers the former and it. Yeah.
I'm just trying to find a couple of broken reddish brown pieces in this set that I gave to my daughter to confirm was all there.
Right. And what?
And
She said you were short?
no, there's some broken pieces.
Oh.
So now I got to
Oh
go
right.
through and figure out which ones are what's broken and what I need to get. So
Oh, she didn't pull them out?
no, she doesn't know Lego. She's like she hardly builds anything. For example.
Oh, it's so much easier now that we're HD. Okay, yeah. I know that sucks.
And it's a 1x6. Damn it.
A little less common than the 1x4s you probably got everywhere.
Yeah. And I was talking with Mike at the Belleville Toy Show there, with Belleville Toy Show. He's got 4s and he's got 8s, but no 6s. And I don't know if I've got any 6s.
No 6s. I'd look, but I know anything I got is A, it's impossible to get to, and B, I'm probably in a bad spot myself because every old set, 10 years and older that I touch with that stuff tends to give me one or two broken ones. Brown, reddish brown, red. Well, not red.
Yep.
You know the drill.
There's not that many reddish brown on the Black Pearl, though. Plates and stuff.
No.
Queen Anne's Revenge was a nightmare.
But it's not limited to the tiles. I mean, I've had breakages and all kinds of weird parts.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
That color, I tell you, I don't know what it is. If it's too much pigment made for flawed. What's the word I'm looking for? Shoot. Because anytime you're adding pigment, you're adding an impurity to something, right?
I'm not sure.
Well, if
who,
you've got plastic of one thing and then you're adding a color, you're adding an impurity to the color, right? Or to the
I'm not going to
base.
comment either. I'm not going to comment either way because my Lego assistant is actually a plastics professional
chemist.
chemist.
Okay. Oh, and you don't want to look dumb in front of the chemist?
No, he's got a master's in chemical engineering. I'm not about to start making comments
challenge.
and then have him correct me. Can't do that. That's my son-in-law.
Well, just look at it as a tic-tac-toe. Nothing more difficult than that. If you got everything as X's and you start inserting O's, now it's not just X's, right? You've added something, an impurity, something that's not like the others.
Yes and no. I mean,
they don't. The bond. Clearly, there's a bond issue when you have stuff breaking when the other colors don't break.
But by that definition,
break with that regularity.
Anything that is not the original chemical to it would be considered an impurity, but it's not, right?
Well, you can have hardeners and other elements that can definitely add to the element.
I do know this from Mitch that when you're dealing with polymers and stuff, so rubbers and plastics, the way that they color rubber is they put dirt and carbon and charcoal and all these impurities, I guess you would say, in order for them to get what they want.
Yeah, to get the desired effect. Okay.
So I was sitting around yesterday. We're playing a game yesterday, day before, Friday. We're playing a board game, and my oldest daughter sends me a link to a post, shared a post on Facebook from the local comic book store.
Right.
And in the post, the guy says, well, we've got minifigures. There's more coming, yada, 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 $1.99 each. And when I looked at the post, there's a minifigure. It's a clone trooper. And let me see if I can go back and find the picture. Actually, it'd probably be easier if I do it this way. Bear with me a second.
No problem. Hey, Axel, how you doing? Okay. So Axel just made me aware of something. I
What's
don't
that?
have your name. There we go. You
Oh,
said hello, guest, and of course I'm such a piss poor host. Axel, you know Ken by now, Lord of the Figs himself. But yeah, I should. If I have a guest on, I should absolutely be turning this on. It just eats up so much of the screen. They don't give us options, and that's where running other software like OBS would be great. Like I used to run when I used to come up with
okay.
my own screen configurations.
So this guy posts a picture of this display that he's got in his comic book store. Right. So just all kinds of figs. Right. And I'm
Right.
like, hey, wait a minute. So I decide I'm going to zoom in on this. And this is as close as I can get on my phone. And I don't know if you guys can make out.
I was going to say if you run that full screen Instagram on your end and share the screen, I can do that. But I just won't share it on my end because it kills my sad little computer here.
I don't know if you can see that. It's just too bright in
The
here.
blue? What am I looking at? The blue figure?
No.
No.
See him
Oh,
there?
that's not bad. Okay.
Beside the blue and beside, see the
So I
clone
see the
trooper beside the
clone.
blue
Yeah,
guy?
yeah, I see the clone with the gray paint on the mask. Yeah,
Okay.
on the helmet.
No, that's the visor.
Oh, the visor.
So when you look at him, that's actually Commander Cody.
It's a Cody figure.
It's a Cody figure. $1.99.
So did
They
you
were
scoop it?
closed. They were closed when I saw this.
Oh,
So by the time I got there the next day, it was gone the night before. Somebody had already scooped it.
someone grabbed it. Ah.
And I'm like, oh. So I give the kid that's there, he's actually the nephew that owns all the figures. And I'm like, well, here's my business card and here's my phone number. He turns around and he gives my phone number to a friend of his who's going to end up going to Humber College and wants to sell some figures and stuff. And apparently the kid goes, yeah, I've got he says, I've got a Captain Rex. And apparently Rex is like super, super expensive. I said, well, it depends on which Rex you have. If you don't
Yeah.
have the Rex with the shoulder pauldron, if you got the other one, because he said, I got the Rex that's got the visor. I'm like, well, that's not the really expensive one. That one's, depending on condition and everything, could be anywhere from 50 to 80.
Which is,
something like that.
It's still nice.
Yeah.
It's nothing you're going to sneeze at. You're not going to throw it away. That's for sure.
No.
But it's outrageous where some of the fig prices are going.
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm kind of out of the hunting business.
Yeah.
I trip over it, great, but so Axel was guessing if one of these is the castle. I will get the castle. It's just too nice not to. Actually, I want to get all the castles from the last year. There's the big new one, and then there's like a 3-in-1 for about 150. I think they're all great. I'd love to see a comeback for castles. I don't want Lord of the Figs to be the only way we get regular castles. Not Lord of the Figs, haha. Lord of the Rings.
Oh, yeah.
They're nice, but I'm not a fan of that color scheme for castles. I want it more in the grays. Oh, sweet. It's nice when those figures are tight and they don't just fall over.
Yeah. So
That's one thing I used to hate. I get, used ones or, some sets. Oh, yeah, not played with, like, flop.
So I picked up six of these guys, six of these guys, and the Naboo fighter pilot. Yeah. He's like $5. I paid $2 for him. I paid $1.99 for each of them, and I don't know. They're starting to go up in price. Like just the regular ones are starting to go up like $4 or $5 because they're getting harder to find. And then I need a helmet for this guy, but that's the
Senate Commandos.
Senate Commando with the printed legs. So
Printed
he's worth about $750 when he's got 100% complete. And I haven't dug through my stuff to see if I have a helmet. I thought I might. So I don't know.
And of course, you don't want to list them as parts.
No, I don't do parts. I save until I have enough.
Until you make it work. Why not?
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing. You're not desperate to move any one thing. It's like, yeah.
No.
By the way, I appreciated your honesty so much when you told us what you're out of pocket on that whole expedition the other week. Because people don't have a clue what it takes to do what you guys do when you do those shows.
By the way,
it's not just the cost of a table. I mean, it's everything.
Toy Force is coming back.
Oh, when?
So the collaborators for Bricks in the Six, they're coming back. I'm getting in on their Belleville show. And then I think after Belleville, they're doing Ajax. But they're doing a Christmas, November 12th in Belleville.
Saturday, Sunday?
It's Saturday.
Oh, nice. Please be Saturday. Because then I don't have to pull any shenanigans to go.
October. Yeah, it's a Saturday the 12th.
Oh, okay. I don't really have much in the way of an excuse then. That's good. Awesome.
Let me see. That's the same guys that do Ajax and Ajax, Peterborough, Belleville. I don't know if they're doing Kingston. Their website is not up and running.
That was a great little, convention center hotel, and pretty sure that's where I met you.
Yeah. Yeah, their website's not up yet, but yeah. Let's go over here. Toy Force.
That Ad Astra group that you got hooked up with.
Oh, horrific.
How? So I had never heard of them before. I'm assuming
Neither have I.
Was the first.
So I did that.
What was their startup like? What was their pitch?
So he actually was at the Star Wars collectors convention that I did in June.
The whole Star Wars show, right?
So he was there as a customer, and he collected my business card and sent me an email after the show. And he said, and he didn't even say, "Hey, do you want to be in on this?" Nothing. And nobody spoke to me about this downtown show. But the way that it was pitched was it's a collector's con.
Yeah.
And it turned out it was a cosplay and anime convention. Way different than what I'm offering.
Yeah.
Way different. So I won't do another one for him. So, but as well, Pop Culture Canada is back in swing. But he's pairing his shows up with wrestling events. So he's going way up to Sault Ste. Marie to promote wrestling. And he's doing a show at the same time. So he's doing a show during the day, and then he's got his wrestling event. But he's got
in the same facility?
Yeah. So they'll do the show in the he'll do the show in the morning, and then at night after the show's done, they set up the ring and takes them a couple hours.
A lot of the small indie wrestling tours used to love to do that. They'll go to the small towns, which maybe the wrestling show itself wouldn't be enough, but now you've got a whole other reason to go. Oh, that's great.
I'm not going to Sault Ste. Marie though.
That's a stretch,
but yeah, I've done Dave's shows before. Only had one that really flopped, and it was he put out he put it out as a comic book. People come and get your comic signed by Jim Shooter.
Wow, the editor-in-chief of Marvel Comics back in the day.
So everybody showed up to see Jim Shooter, and nobody wanted to buy anything else from me. Nothing.
No.
I lost $53 that day, and it was in Belleville. So,
wow.
But, yeah. I tried to get in on his Kingston show, and he's been booked. He says, I've been booked since May. I emailed everybody. I said, no, you didn't, because you didn't email me, and I've been doing your shows since 2018. You didn't email me. Oh, I'm sorry, but it's full. If I can, hey, Alex, or Axel, sorry.
Excellent.
And then, so I'm doing the Belleville show for Pop Culture, and I'm doing the Belleville show in November so Pop Culture is October, Belleville, Quinty Toy Con with Toy Force is November. We'll see what else
I like
going
that
on.
because the Quinty stuff I'm already seeing advertising for.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, that's Toy Force, which is I don't know if I can. Oh, there it is. What I'm gonna do, actually, copy. I don't know if you're gonna see
share
this.
Screen. If you want to share screen, you can share screen because that's not.
How do I share my screen? Hang on a second. Oh, here we are.
Yeah.
Share. Slide. No. Back. Screen. Share screen. I'm just trying to figure out what to share.
Probably just the window if you're given the option.
Yeah, it's not. I get BitLord, notes. I got all the stuff that's open. Home. Maybe my home screen. No, that's not it.
No.
Hang on. Stop sharing that. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I know what it is. Share screen. Share my screen. Oh, come on. Share screen. Share StreamYard because that's what's up. Allow. Okay. Let's go over.
Well, okay. So what you're sharing right now is our stream.
Yeah.
Okay. No, that's not so bad.
Hang on. Stop that screen.
Yeah.
There we are. This'll work. Hang on a second. We'll go back to here. Share. I just have to create a new window. Share. There. Allow. There we go.
Well, that looks a lot cleaner.
Okay. So for anybody looking, this is the Quinty Toy Con, where you can go and you can get your tickets and stuff. This ticket price is for vendors, but to get admission, anyway, this is. Let me see if I can go back over and.
You could just click on any of the ads for the Quinty Toy Con, and that'll show up nice.
Yeah, it should be. That's what I did, but it didn't come out quite the way I wanted it to.
Like if you have it in Facebook, you could just show one
They have
ad.
it in Facebook.
Because that's where I see it. It's in Facebook all the time. But that's great. Saturday, November 12th.
There we are. How's that?
Nice.
Toy Force. There we go. Dealer registration's open.
Hey, if you want to be a dealer, it's $80 to $90 to get in. And that's what? One table, two tables?
One table.
One table, eh? How many dealers does he have?
A lot.
Like,
so this is the other guy that does stuff. So events. Can you guys see that?
Yeah, everyone sees that.
So the pop culture one you can see?
Yeah. Well, right now we're seeing Collingwood Comic Con. Whoa, look at that. Now you got 5 on the screen.
Yeah.
A little smaller.
So the GCW is the Great Canadian Wrestling. That's his wrestling thing that he's brought back.
Sure.
And the Pop Culture Canada is his Comic Con. So some of them overlap, but you'll see he's got Collingwood, Whitby, Barrie over here. Lindsay, Ajax in September. I won't do the one in Ajax because that's my daughter's birthday. I don't know if I'd go to I might go to Coburg. maybe. Kingston's the 25th. It's full right now. I'd like to get in on it. Oshawa, I think they're talking about canceling
I'm surprised you
Oshawa.
wouldn't do the Ajax thing and just spend the time with your daughter after the show. No.
No. My birthday's the day before. So on
Oh.
Saturday, and then the Sunday is Elizabeth's, and yeah. So I won't be going to Peterborough. Might do the Coburg, and then Belleville is here on the 22nd of October.
So Kingston's a stretch for you, or?
Well, I want to get in on Kingston, but he says he has no space. He's booked. It's booked solid. So.
I tell you, nice. I love indie wrestling. I'm looking at these GCW shows. Like, oh man, I love the experience of the small, dirty arena with 100 or 200 of us. They're so much fun. They usually are. They're so much fun, and you usually see guys who will, a year or 2 or 3 down the road, they'll get on real TV somewhere and become part of a real promotion.
So, popculture.ca. Just click on events. You guys will see. Everybody will see that there. So
awesome.
And then the 20th of come on, I can't even get back over to what I want here. Window. 20th of August is WWE at the Leon Center here in Kingston.
Oh wow!
And it's
that's
not
an
super
expensive ticket, though. Really?
$75. $75.
That's not going to get you ringside. That's going to get you.
No.
75 for ringside for WWE? I'd be shocked. Unless that's a really small arena.
8,000 people.
8,000 could be a good show. I mean, that could be a nice loud show.
It might be 14. Not sure. Events. The most expensive ticket is $105.
Wow. Okay. So I tell you, when they come to Toronto, oh my God, it'll make you cry what the most expensive ones are.
Actually, all the ones that are close to the ringside are gone. Like you can get some that are third row back on the.
Oh, as soon as most of those WWE shows, as soon as they're announced, within an hour, the good stuff. And like when I used to do all the indie shows, I go to Ring of Honor and some of the other locals here in the Toronto area. I would only want the first 3 rows because that's the best experience for those small indie shows.
So a verified
WWE, they have a good show. Like it's a good presentation pretty much anywhere. I wouldn't mind being away from ringside for those.
There's 2 seats that are verified resellers. Somebody picked them up and they're on the aisle, the walk-in aisle.
Yeah.
They're trying to resell them for $425 and an $80 fee. So $505.
Wow.
Whereas other seats that are similar are $132. So they're basically quadrupling the money.
Yeah. I hope they get caught with them. That's what I'm hoping.
Oh.
I remember all the times you go down to Skydome and, tickets guys are out there and it's like, I tell you, 5 minutes before that gate opens or, the show starts, those prices come down real quick.
Yeah. I wouldn't buy from a reseller. There's, like scalpers.
No,
I can't stand scalpers.
That scalping at that level is disgusting.
Well, and you know what? It was illegal for the longest time until the Wynn government turned around and went, well, it's okay as long as you can give them a guarantee.
How's that work? What guarantee? You're never going to see the guy again.
Well, that's illegal. So the guy that's standing out there selling the tickets illegal. But if for somebody like SeatGeek or
an online, sure,
one of these,
someone with a business model, yeah, I got it. Yeah.
So yeah,
I'm still not a fan because they buy up all the tickets. It's horrible.
Exactly.
They got the deep pockets. They can buy blocks of tickets that no one can get.
They use really big credit cards.
Yeah.
like high limit credit cards, and they use what we call in the computer industry, it's called a bot.
Yeah,
So
no,
something that's
they bought, if there's a limit, they just have the bots roll over, bang, 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 to pick up all
right.
the spots. Yeah.
So a number of years ago, George St. Pierre was fighting in Toronto.
Yeah, the one on
He was fighting Matt Serra for the belt. Tickets went on sale and they were gone inside of 16 minutes. It's like, how can the average person get a ticket? They were in Ottawa. They went to they were, I think they were at the Canadian Tire Center in Ottawa or something,
Right.
and tickets were gone so fast. It's like the average person just can't get a ticket. Like, and then when that happens, you're forced to pay the reseller price if you want to go to the event in person.
Yeah. It's hard to be a fan for some of these live events now. It really is.
So a buddy of mine, he's been to a couple, and he went to the one in Madison Square Garden 6-8 months ago, something like that. Each ticket was what do you say, $700 American?
Yeah. See, I feel bad for the fans who like, say, the WWE programs in Madison Square Gardens, because they'll only go 2 or 3 times a year, maybe now. It's not every 3 weeks like it was years ago. Yeah, Madison Square Gardens is such a shithole for these guys to get in and out of. Yeah. And you got the union labor that they have to use that's on site. They have to use it. And for the WWE and other big organizations, it's hard. It's really hard to do Madison Square Gardens. It's not fun anymore.
They went to SummerSlam and WrestleMania as well. So, I mean, his kid is handicapped. His kid's got autism, or is autistic. I don't know how I said has autism, and my brother freaks out at me. It's not. He doesn't have. He is autistic. I'm like,
are we? Yeah, I know. Are we really splitting hairs over this? It's unfortunate either way.
He's on the spectrum. Give me a break.
Yeah.
Anyway, so anyway, because of this, he gets disability money and all this, right? And because he still lives at home, he doesn't have to spend it. So it just goes. It's been rolling into an account over and over and over, and his dad's just been investing it, so that when his dad is no longer around, there will be money there to take care of him, right? So that he can have somebody come in and he can live with people, right? Like,
yeah,
there's no way that he'll be able to live with his parents forever.
No.
So, I mean, Alex is a couple of years older than me, and his wife is a couple of years older than him. I think his wife's like 57, and he's 55, and she's 60, or 59 and 60, something like that. Anyway, but at some point, he won't be able to live at home.
Yeah.
So there's got to be money there to take care of him when it gets to that. So anyway,
I would like to see the government do a better job of that. Talking about expenses, I'll segue out of that to this has been the most expensive 7 days for me in a long time. I only got 4 packages, and what's in the packages isn't what killed me in the last 7 days. My daughter's going off to university.
Oh,
yeah, and don't worry about that stuff. But it's like, well, she's going to need some stuff going to school. She's got a home computer, and that's great, and it's still chugging along. And just it hit its 7-year anniversary. Her and me built that. That was a reward for how well she did in, grade 6 or whatever. And she had done so well. It's like, you know what? You're going to have the experience I had as a kid, when I built my 386, right? Yeah. So, going back, right? I built 386. My buddy built a 486. And I tell you what a difference that was. His was so much better. But yeah, so we bought the parts. And of course, at the time, I spent really good money, got a really good the high-end parts. And I had 2 donated parts. They were video cards that were high-end video cards. And my buddy, he was a gamer, so he was always upgrading his equipment every year. he was kind of a freak for that on the computer. So it's like she got herself a really high end machine that still performs great today.
Right.
It's never given us grief, and it's like, okay, well, that's a desktop. She's going to need something portable. So, what was on the menu? A laptop. And I thought, oh, big deal, right? We can go get a decent laptop. 700-800 bucks to whatever you might want to spend if you want something that's kind of a desktop replacement. That wasn't the problem. The problem is she had a very specific wish list item that I didn't know in the beginning when I shut off my mouth. Oh yeah, we'll just get you a laptop.
MacBook?
No, she didn't want a MacBook. I mean, we're an Apple family, but none of us want a Mac laptop. We just don't. We all know we can just do better by buying PC laptops and better bang for the buck.
Well,
for us,
yes and no.
Well, no, because we're not gonna make any real use of anything that Mac's going to offer us on their laptops, as nice as they are. And I'm a fan. I will buy 2 laptops and be much happier in the PC world, on the Windows world. I won't buy Chromebook garbage, but Windows 11 type machines, than spend the same money on, say, a Mac Air or whatever they're calling the current sweet ones. Because I just, if she was, say, gearing towards, say, maybe art or something very specific, maybe. I just don't see any other use for it. So, but she had a very specific case. She wanted to be able to write digitally and take notes digitally with a pen and stylus. Like, all right. So, of course, we spent the time. We spent about a week investigating Surface tablets, Surface computers, the whole Windows 11 using OneNote with a stylus, Samsung laptops. Like, there's some really nice equipment out there. But almost all of this equipment was $300, $400, $500 more on the laptop, let's say. And these would be 2-in-1 foldable laptops. And there was a whole thing with that I didn't like. The idea of folding the laptop screen over. It's like, okay, great. So now you got the screen facing you, but where's the keyboard? It's against your arm.
Touch screen.
No, I'm not talking about tablet. I'm talking about laptop. So these are 2-in-1s. So you got the screen facing you that you're going to write on, but what do you do with the other part you're folding away from you? That's a keyboard. You're putting it either against your arm or you're putting it on the table. Laptop keyboards at their best are still delicate. They're trashy,
Can be.
Like, I have not seen a ruggedized laptop keyboard in about 15 years that was worth calling it ruggedized.
Not since the Panasonic Toughbook.
Something. And even some of the ThinkPads before Lenovo got it and then, gave it up again, when they had the IBM license for a while.
Mm-hmm.
There was some IBM ThinkPads that had incredibly tough keyboards.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, it's just not there. The chiclet keys these days, it's just not there. And the key switches are garbage. So I didn't like that, but we were playing with it, and it's like that seemed to be the one way to go. If we weren't going the Mac way, it's like, okay, so what are we going to do? And the thing is, you go to the stores, and most of them won't even give you a proper, like we went to the flagship Best Buy store downtown in Toronto, biggest one that we got here in the city. And sure enough, it had the biggest and best displays, but we wanted to see certain models with the stylus and use them. And either they don't put the stylus out because it'll get stolen, or the ones that had the stylus were trashy models that we weren't interested in. But at least we could kind of try it on a Windows machine. It's like, okay, this is kind of cool, blah, blah, blah. And I tell you, it's pretty slick technology. When you can write in OneNote, and as you're writing, it transcribes it on the fly to digital text, and then you can do whatever you want with that, or you just leave it in your handwriting. You could do that too. It's like, okay, it's slick. So she's selling me on, and this is what I told her. And I actually said this to her and the salesman in the store. I said, I'm willing to play fastest credit card here, no problem. There's not a limit here on this credit card that we got to be concerned with. You just got to sell me on the tech,
Yeah.
So she's doing her best to sell me, but it's like, oh, okay, we're kind of halfway there. But on any models, we might want to possibly purchase either no pen they'll pull out. They won't show us a demo model. It's like, you're not getting my money. I'm sorry. I'm not taking on blind faith that this one is going to work as good as this one over here. And plus, with a laptop, it's a visual experience. You want to see the screen too, and you want to look at it from different angles. if I'm going to spend $1,200, $1,500, $1,800 because I was willing, I need to see it. And some of these they wouldn't have the display model out. It's like forget it.
Yeah.
You're not going to win on this. So while we liked the tech, we couldn't see everything we wanted to see, and I did say, okay, there's another way we can go here. We can bring the laptop cost down to something a little more reasonable. Go $700, $800, $900 and still get a decent little beast that'll survive anything she's going to do to it, and be i5 or faster, so it'll be plenty fast. But we could get you an actual tablet with writing capability. So, an iPad Air, or we can just get maybe an entry level Surface tablet only. So you would have these two different devices. You could figure out how to make them work together, which turns out is not that hard. So we investigated the iPad. It's like, okay, so we're playing with it in the store. It's like, oh boy, that's a sweet experience writing on an iPad and using the pencil too. And it's like,
yep.
Oh boy. And I know how to make the iPads a little tougher, but adding the glass, using OtterBox or similar casings, like we can make it more rugged. It doesn't have to be this fragile tablet.
And you can get it. My iPad has it's got a case.
Yeah.
And the front of the case is actually a keyboard that closes up and magnets to the side of it. And
now we looked at plenty of those between the cheapest ones and then the Apple one and then the Logitech ones. For the iPad Air, for example, I mean, you can go in as low as $70 on a keyboard and spend as much as $400 for the keyboard covers. I'm not impressed with any of the keyboards that we saw. As a replacement to the on-screen typing on the glass, oh, for sure, great, perfect. But given that no matter what, we're going to have a laptop anyway, so we ended up coming up with a combo of buying the iPad Air and the best one for her for the size, like 10.9 inches, big, nice, beautiful unit. Maxed out the storage on that, and then got her about $1,000 laptop. So between the two, and I'm really happy with the laptop. Like it's quiet. The fan, I still can't make that thing spin up. It's so damn quiet. I would almost suspect the fan is not functional. Like. No, seriously, like you can see where the fan is by the grill on the back of it.
Yeah.
Like, can't make that thing heat up. The only thing we do have to test still is connecting a second or third monitor to it. I figured that it will make the fans spin up. And even then, I suspect it won't be as bad as, say, the one I'm using now. I have it permanently situated on 2 romance novels to always have airflow under the laptop.
Right.
So that you don't hear it spin up. Because when it spins up, it's like a turbo engine. It's like crazy. But yeah, between all her devices and then the other gimmicks for her. Oh, and that was the other thing. So with all the shopping we were doing, it's like, okay, so where am I going to save money? Now, there was deals at Best Buy for some stuff. The laptops, right? And no one really had any deals on iPads.
Right.
Best Buy had some deals on laptops.
You won't get, when it comes to Apple products, you generally don't
almost
get a lot
never.
of really good deals.
Except for Black Friday, and even then, it's not going to be deals I'm impressed with.
It
might be the aftermarket deals, like the extra cards, and they're like, okay, so you can use it to buy the extra services.
Open box display model or something.
Oh yeah, and I have no interest.
Get rid of
in
because there's
games.
a new version coming.
Yeah, I never play the buy other people's problems game. So it's like, okay, so what we're going to do? Well, fortunately, through my employer, I get 20% discount 1 day a month, and it just so happened to be Tuesday last week, and it's like, okay, so, or was it the previous week? So it's like, okay, what deals can I get? Blah blah blah, in store, online. It's like, in the end, I just started pulling the trigger on everything I needed for her. So when she woke up, it's like, okay, everything was ordered, the decisions were made, and then a couple of days later, we had to go to the Walmart store, pick up all my stuff, and that was great to just have it all delivered. It was all great. No issues with her stuff, but I had picked up so much stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I had to actually open up everything that day because we had way too many packages. It was ridiculous. When we went to the store to get the pickup, we didn't just go to the counter, call them, say, hey, we're here for our pickup. I actually brought a printout with all my tracking codes because you're not going to be able to read all this out over a phone and have them get it right. And sure enough,
Right.
their in-house system for phones, it was garbage. None of that was working right. And they loved the fact they came with a printout. They took it, went to the back, and 8 minutes later, they came back with everything, shopping carts full of stuff. So got it all into the RAV4, brought it home, started opening stuff up. And of course, I couldn't tell what was what. So I had to open some stuff. But there was one package for sure that I knew was going to be sketchy because after I committed the order, when I saw the confirmation on the online thing, and of course I get my 20% discount against everything and against virtually all the sales, with the exception of some final clearance items, I don't get the discount at all.
Right.
So I'm going through and it's like, okay, the description of this one set, description of this other set, it changed on me. It's like, uh-oh, I hope I got what I ordered because I really wanted what I ordered. I didn't want what the website was now reporting. So I did have to pre-open 2 of these.
I'm always leery about ordering from Walmart because you see it and it's like, well, it's listed on the Walmart website, but it's not sold by Walmart. So a set.
Oh well, no, you just got to look. You got to look at the marketplace. You can actually choose Walmart or
Right.
the marketplace. I turn off marketplace unless there's some weird crap. But yeah, if you go marketplace on Walmart, like you'll find some real overpriced weirdness.
I've come across this where somebody will list a set that, example, it's a $50 set used.
Yeah.
Like or new old stock, $50. Guy says, I have this set, it's new, I want $500 for it. He's listing it on Kijiji or something, and he puts a picture saying it lists at Walmart for $500. And I'm like, no.
And you know what?
No,
it's probably the same guy
no.
doing it both ways.
No, yeah.
It's probably the same guy doing it both ways.
Probably.
You know what I mean? Because it's it's not hard to become a marketplace seller. Not with Best Buy, not with Walmart, not with Amazon. It's not difficult. As long as you follow their rules, which are not difficult.
Yeah.
The worst ones are the ones who they're on Amazon, they're marketplace sellers, they'll buy out the stock. It doesn't even get switched physical locations. It's literally they buy it, they get it flipped to their Amazon market, whatever they call the term, and now they sell it at their higher price as the reseller.
Yeah.
And then Amazon ships it and charges them the 8% to ship it.
Drop
and they're
shipping.
happy to. Yeah. It literally drop shipping at its best, and it's like
I've had guys on BrickLink send me a message, and he's like, "Hey, how much to send this item to here?"
Yeah. And when the conversation starts with that, honestly, these days, that's what I'm thinking. That they're all dropping.
How much to ship it to this postal code? So then, a few weeks later, I give him a quote. He doesn't buy. So then a few weeks later, same guy sends me an email. How much to send this set to this postal code? Different postal code. Same guy. And I'm like, And I just said to him, I'm done. I said, I don't support drop shippers. You're not going to turn around and resell my stuff for an increased markup.
I'm doing the work, and you're
not happening. Yeah. So I basically banned the guy from my store.
Yeah, I think it's the right way to go. He can sell from his own shop. Yeah. So this was one of the 2 I opened. Now, unfortunately, I did pop the seal, but not a big deal because I'm building this bigger.
Cool.
Yeah. And it's going to be cool because I'm one of the few people on the planet that have that Chinese one. So it'll be neat. I'll be able to compare them because that one was kind of miserable in every way. That was kind of like the worst in the Chinese brick experiences, which was also cool to build because people get to see that too. It's not just all, it's all good and it's all equivalent. No, some of it's trash. And the BD one, that was kind of a nightmare of an interesting build, an interesting final product, but you got to be such a problem solver sometimes. And that was a good example of having to problem solve between instructions that were probably straight up lifted, and looks like they thinned it out to make it even lighter. Took some of the bricks away that would obviously support. So I'm sitting there, I'm putting stuff in that just would make sense. It didn't even alter the cosmetic look. What I had done to fix that was amazing.
Right.
But
So
can't
now,
wait to build this to see how it goes.
when you build this, are you going to put them side by side to compare them?
Yeah, I still got the other one built, so it's like, yeah. It's funny if you think about it, over the years, not many of the Asian stuff I break down because so many of them are pretty cool and different and unique and stand out. So they actually survive on my shelves a lot longer than the Lego stuff. So got that. Yeah, it sucks I popped that, but it's not a big deal. In the back of it, I don't like the pizza box shape sets. I don't know why. I don't know what my aversion is to this shape box, but it's really bad. So got that. And this is the other one. And this one I was really flipping out over because I really wanted this set. I wanted it under my discount and stuff. And it's like, but the online, it's like, I knew I wasn't going to waste any time with Walmart online because I had so many packages. I just wanted to go get all my daughter's stuff. We'll just get everything home if I have an issue after. Walmart's customer service is amazing. So I wasn't going to sweat it. But for 2 days, because, they called me on the first day when stuff started showing up. And I was like, your package is ready, Mr. Martin. Okay. And then, okay, I took a look. Yeah, it's this. And it's like, oh, the description's totally wrong. It's like, uh-oh. It wasn't like that when I ordered. I know I wasn't exhausted or tired. I've had those nights, and that wasn't the case here. So it's like, but this guy was listed as a Star, and that's the thing. I'm a Star Wars guy, so it's like, oh, it wouldn't be such a big deal. But yeah, the price would be significantly different. So this guy,
Oh,
yeah. I think he's a terrific looking little build, and I'll tell you the truth, with my Lego purchasing, I'm leaning more towards the idea of structures, statues, and
right.
I'm less and less thrilled with the gray ships. Yes, I'm still going to buy X-wings. I'll still buy TIE fighters, and I'll probably still buy Slave One ships. But unless there's, like I'll probably never buy another Millennium Falcon unless they come up with yet another UCS. Because I mean, the UCS stuff was the best. You're not going to convince me to buy another playset version when it's just not going to be as good. So I really love these kinds of builds, the statues or the nice desktop pieces. So I'm really, really thrilled.
I'm frozen. Can you hear me? I'm frozen.
You're frozen, but your audio's fine. Give it a second or two.
Oh, it's been like this for a minute.
Really?
Yeah.
You could optionally sit there and stop your camera and then start it again and see if that kicks it back in.
Nope.
No. You could exit and come back and see if that works. Your audio's fine, though.
Yeah.
How's your camera? Is it a laptop camera or is it a separate USB one?
No, it's laptop camera.
Does it
ever
overheat
stopped.
for you?
No, it stopped. Let me leave the studio. I'll be back.
Sure. But yeah, I'm really liking that set. I mean, they're all overpriced. And that's the thing. I'm just trying to make best use of my discounts. And I bought some other stuff I already put away that were some clearance price stuff. But it wasn't like final clearance. But that was something else. Part of that whole, let's see if I can get all my daughter's tech equipment through my company. And it's like, there were some great units that were cheap. But some of those I couldn't get with the discounts. Like, oh, come on, guys. Which it worked in her favor because she gets a better unit in the end. Because I just figured, buy a better unit. Let's see if Ken can recover that before I open the other two. Are they both on the other two are Lego? I see LG3 and LG6. And I know Axel wants to know if I got the castle. I will get the castle. I don't have the castle here. castle is coming. Do this. Hey Rick, are you going to do a comparison between the Lego? Oh no, absolutely, dude. Absolutely. I will compare this one to the other one. Okay, so Ken's got the crank in the front of his computer, so he's cranking it up. Give it a moment. I'm the last one to poke fun at people's computers because, like I said, I got that laptop, which is a fine laptop, but actually the only thing that really makes it run hot is when I run it to the big monitor because I take the 15-inch laptop. What is it? Dell. And I removed all its garbage software when I got it, and I pipe it to the 32-inch monitor, which is great, but creepy or joyful group. Oh, why? Can you change him? Do you have much? Can you change his personality at all? Yeah, we'll bring Ken back on. He's got his camera going. Shazam. I don't know if I don't think he's creepy. I love the character. I mean, it gets real repetitive, but so I'll open the small one first, just because it's a little easier. As you can see, it's an LG box. So. And if I'm not mistaken, this one is for wifey. Try that again, Ken?
Just a second.
Oh, okay, because your audio had spiked for a second. It's not bad now, but it spiked at first.
The AirPods stuff. There we go.
You're not much of a safety guy. You're supposed to not aim the knife at yourself and cut it.
You need like all these things, all these ones.
Sorry? What do we need? Okay, I got you zoomed in. Oh, yeah. I've got all of those that I ever want to have, which is basically everything without a human head. Because I think every one of those with a human head just looks wrong. Like, you know, all the troopers, you know, with the armor, I think they look fine. All the robot ones look amazing. And of course, my favorite's the speeder bike one because, of course, that's the only one that has a vehicle.
Which one? The speeder bike?
Yeah, the Biker Scout. That's one of my favorites. I enjoyed the build so much. Yeah. No, he's great, and he looks great too. I mean, he actually looks really good. I know a lot of people feel bad because they missed out on him, and it's like not a chance in hell seeing that come back. And it really sucks, you know, that line stopped when they were doing, was it the Rogue One figures?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, so you took the most unknown characters and they're going to remain largely unknown. And that's where you end this series. You don't give us the C-3PO and R2-D2.
No, they put Solo figure. There was Solo out there.
Was there
Han
Solo?
Solo? Yeah, Han Solo, Chewbacca, Range Trooper.
At the end? Really?
The Range Trooper, yeah.
I thought those were earlier. Oh, yeah, the Range Trooper. I didn't like the Range Trooper. That might be an exception to my rule of the ones without the human heads. Let's see. Oh, okay. So let's see. So there was a gift with purchase. All right. Some VIP bag of Pirates and Treasure VIP. Oh, I love how they say right on the thing. Pirates and Treasure VIP add-on pack.
They gave me that when I was at the Lego store at the Yorkdale.
I think that's on a $60 purchase or $70 purchase.
I don't know. I bought a case. I bought a case of the Mario figures, and I asked him, "Yeah, is there any giveaways?" He said, "Yeah, I can give you one of these," and he gave me that. But if I didn't ask, he wouldn't have given it to me.
Really?
Always ask for the giveaways when you're in the store.
Yeah,
always ask.
I always ask what is available today for gift with purchase, VIP giveaway, all that. I just do that period in any of the Toronto stores. but I've never had an issue either. And I got to admit, I don't buy much from the stores anymore. Now, sometimes like you can get one extra freebie compared to online, so there's definitely value to going to the stores. I just can't be bothered, which is sad considering how close. Oh, I got it the wrong way. That's one for wifey. She's gonna like that. She's officially got a backlog now.
My wife just sent me a link or a thing on Instagram, and it said temporary teacher shortage solution is in place. This is in Chicago.
Oh, okay.
And it says some schools will be 4 days a week. College students can teach, and military veterans will teach kindergarten to grade 12. I'm like, yes.
I just got this image of Sergeant Slaughter going into schools and teaching kindergarten. I don't know why that came. That was the first thing. Oh my goodness.
That's almost as good as that's as good as kindergarten cop there. Maybe it's tumor. It's not a tumor.
Tuma. So she'll be pleased.
Those are really cool.
Yeah, I mean, so much of the
I
flower
bought those for my wife.
We've got them all except for one, the Birds of Paradise. I don't like it, and my wife really doesn't like it.
You don't like the Birds of Paradise?
Well, I don't know. It's just, for me, it's very plain. Like, there's so much happening with this.
Yeah. Birds of Paradise is my favorite. That's not to say we'll never get the Birds.
If I get a deal on Birds of Paradise, I'll get it for her. But I mean, it's going to have to be something more than just my discounts. Now, it looks like this is done so up to 3 people can build these at a time. Like I guess it's separate books and manuals and parts. Cool. I mean, I like that. I like the idea of sets that are good for building parties.
They're modular. Hang on a second. I'll show you.
Oh, you've done it. Well, Axel, they were. Lego likes the craft paper. They've been putting craft paper in for a while. I can't remember the last time I got air fill from Lego. All right, I still get air fill from Walmart, Best Buy. By the way, Best Buy at times can have some good deals. Oh yeah, here let's. I want to see that zoomed in. Because, see, I won't get to build it.
All right. So, this is actually... I just pulled it off. Don't do that. I didn't put it together, so... They're modular.
Oh, okay.
Right. So you can arrange them
you get
in
3
a different
books.
configuration. Yeah. So you can change them up and rearrange them and however you want.
Nice.
So, and they hold together with the green or the red Technic pins.
Yeah. Oh, looks awesome.
And these pedals move. Right. Just a little cactus in there.
I love the little cactus. Yeah. Hey, what's that one that looks like it's got grapes on it? Yeah.
They're eggs. They're eggs.
Oh, man. That's hilarious.
There we go.
Oh, she's going to love that.
Don't drop it.
Yeah, it's the floor.
It's just a little.
Okay. Yeah.
And then there.
That is so cool. Well, thanks for showing.
Yeah.
That's awesome because I'm not going to get a chance. She's going to
The wife,
grab it.
the wife built it, so I'll put it back on the coffee table.
It looks like it's the smallest of the flower sets, though, huh? 771. I mean, I appreciate a cheap set, so
We can't really seem to keep plants alive in this house, so this is our next best option.
Well, that's the thing. Neither can we. And now she's got this whole line of both the Lego sets and the one or two of the non-Lego ones which were beautiful, by the way.
Yeah.
And now we got this. Actually, I got a micro one that she's still got to build. It's been here forever.
We've got the bouquet.
Look at this one.
Right.
I shouldn't even. And these are micro blocks, but this will, in the end, you put it in this plastic thing. It's
right.
Great. I got a reminder this is still around. This one I worry about because if there's anything missing, we're screwed. I can't help it.
Yeah, we've got.
I don't even know who to order it from. Get it fixed anymore.
I have 3 of the roses. I have 1 of the sunflowers, and 1 of the tulips. Two of the tulips. So I've got 4 tulips, 2 sunflowers, 6 roses, and the bouquet all out there that she's built. And then we get the bonsai trees sitting on the
the bonsai
bookshelf.
Tree is so nice.
And then,
did you guys build it both ways, or you just built the one and done? Because you have the option of switching out the green or pink, right?
Right. So what we did was we built it green, and then when spring rolled around, she built it. She put the pink on and took the green off, and then when the fall rolls around, we'll take the pink off and put the green back on. So
I haven't gotten her to change it up.
But the little pink, I like the little pink frogs for the blossoms.
Okay, so I got what looks like another gift with purchase. So this one I've got like a stupid number of these things, but that's okay. Oh, let's see. So I don't know what.
Oh, the forest. Yeah.
Yeah, but we're getting close to double digits. Like it's getting ridiculous now.
For what? With those things?
Yeah. You can't believe how
much
much
Facebook.
It's
$20.
Well, if I wait, that's a problem. Everyone's got them, and everyone tries to clear them out right away. You know, they try and recoup their money immediately, and I'm in no rush. So I'm looking for something else, but I don't think I can pull it out yet. So, okay, let's just move that. There we go. The warehouse guy and he figures it out. I was so tickled when we saw the announcement for this set.
Oh, you got the Atari. It's upside down.
Yeah. Just because of the way I open it. Oh, boy. Heavy.
Heavy?
Heavy. And
see, that's what that's one non-idea set that I want.
Little Tweety bird. Where's my daughter? Tara.
Yeah.
Come.
Oh.
Yeah. Another one for the collection.
I got my keychain.
Show Mom your Tweety bird. So not a pristine box by any means. It's definitely, you guys can't even see it. It's so big. But let's see if I can get this out of the way. Is there anything in there? No, just paper. But I probably wouldn't have gotten this right away if it wasn't for the fact there was another gift with purchase, and it's like
right,
because there's no reason to rush to get it. I don't know if it's going to be exclusive to Lego for any period of time. Sometimes they're exclusives, and then you see 6 months later they're not.
Right.
But there we go. But I mean, wow. I wish there was a. I wish someone would sell the box art because sometimes, like, I know people like to keep the art, and the boxes, like, but no, I would like to have sometimes just a poster of this stuff. And this thing looks great.
I like how you can build the cartridges into the creatures from the game. But what is the most iconic game? They didn't even make the most iconic game for the 2600. Space Invaders.
Space Invaders, even Pac-Man. And how do you
No,
not
Space
include?
Invaders way more.
But how do you not include Combat? Combat was the cartridge that came with the unit. How do you not give us Combat? But
you just have to do a mock.
Well, no, that's it. People are just like having fun with this now.
Yeah.
They're taking their little Cricut cutters or their little glossy 3D printer, laser printer things, and they're just doing stuff. It's like,
yeah.
So, I mean, so here's what's funny. Actually, I'm not going to give it away. I'd rather wait till this stuff shows up in a month. There's definitely a theme now in some of these things because I got the NES. I've got this. So there's other consoles coming that, of course, Lego doesn't make. And I decided I was going to order some of these because I've been looking at them on and off for a while. It's like, you know what? Why not? If I'm going to have a collection of consoles, why not have some fun with it? But that's a definite one for Daddy there. I'm tickled to have that. Too big a damn box. Actually, it looks like the same size box as the NES one. Cool.
Oh, is it?
It looks like it. Height-wise, it is. That's for sure. 19. Yep. So it's probably the same size box, which actually works because I could probably put it in the exact same spot. Oh, so like that. So that was my small little haul. Geez, I hate burying the Atari. Not bad. Yeah, this stuff wasn't what made last week expensive. It was what my daughter did to me. Donkey Kong, I know. Actually, there's an idea. So you guys have seen the Donkey Kong on Lego Ideas? There's at least one really nice one. It's the whole girders all built up. Like it's a beautiful. Yeah, I would love to see it get picked up, but the thing is, given that Lego's already got the Nintendo license, I don't see them doing anybody else's idea at this point. They'll just do it in-house. They'll just lift the idea and say whatever. They're never going to get called on it in a big way. I wish I had an original Atari box. My Atari is still at my mom's place. And the last time it was ever fired up, it was functional. But
right
now I've got an excuse to maybe bring it home whenever I build this. I'm going to have a hard time trying to hook up an Atari, though. So, I mean, yeah, I know I have the RF switch adapter still, but it's like to hook it up to any modern.
How would TV. You hook up your Atari nowadays? Like, actually, you know what?
The best way to do it would be to use an upscaler, because the upscalers will have the hookups you want for the old consoles. Whether you want,
you just need to.
Because
mine had the it screwed into where the cable went.
Yep.
And you had the cable come in one way and the RT. And you
that's what I had. Yeah, for my RF switch box. Yeah. But
so you just put it into your Cablevision and away it goes.
I mean, some of us don't have coax connections for anything anymore. So for me,
most TVs still have them.
I would use an upscaler, and the upscaler will output to HDMI anyway. And then I'll just.
I mean, it's not like you're putting out 4K with a 2600 anyway.
No, it's gonna. And I can only imagine how it's going to look. Actually, Linus Tech Tips. I don't know if you're familiar with them, fellow Canadians over in BC. He just did an interesting video, about 15 minutes long, on why people are actually starting to buy CRTs again. And can you imagine? I mean, they're spending a lot of money to get these old CRTs so that they could play old console games in the method or in the way they were meant to be. Because playing them on the new TVs with all the fancy shit built into the TV sometimes ruins the experience. And the best way visually to play some of these games is on an old CRT. Zero latency for one. Because even the best TVs are going to these days will introduce some latency with all the bells and whistles they introduce to your video. But it was actually, Linus Tech Tips. It was really interesting to watch him. He had a 4K TV. He had a really, really high end of the line CRT, and then he had late 80s CRT. And watching them play the consoles, the old stuff, it's like, yeah, there's definitely reasons to play on some of those old TVs for sure.
This is why a lot of the guys that are spinning vinyl, they want to go back to the tube amplifiers that have that really nice warm hum to it, right? Get away from the transistors and go back to the glass pack tubes, vacuum tubes, because it's just got such a warm sound when they're playing that vinyl record.
Yeah. No, I get it. Actually, I saw someone trying to hawk a device, and I don't know if it was on Shark Tank or something else. It looked like something the size of the mouse, and they call it the Rock or something, a little square-looking device. And they put it on a record, and the thing went around the record itself.
Yeah, the record sat. This thing went around.
Yeah, it sat on the record. It drove itself around the record, and then it Bluetooths the audio to whatever you want to output it to. And I thought, I mean, that's brilliant and kind of silly at the same time. I mean, people don't necessarily want to dedicate space to a record player because you can get USB record players now pretty cheap. But it's a big device that if you don't use it often is kind of silly. But you can have your records stored away for the one time you want to pull out the vinyl. I guess laid down carefully and put that little device on it.
Yeah.
I guess that makes sense to some people.
So it's called the Rock Block.
Is that what it is? The Rock Block?
Yeah.
I don't watch a lot. It must have been Shark Tank I saw it on, though.
It is.
I know it was a Kevin...
2 inches by 2 inches by 4 1/4.
Okay. Because it was a Kevin Leary show, but he's all over the place. So, because he was the reason I was watching it, actually.
It cost you $99.
Ouch.
Well,
I don't know if I'd want to spend that much on that.
There's a lot of technology that goes into it, though.
Sure. Oh, I'm not saying it's trash. I think it's innovative. I just don't know if he's found a solution to a problem or if it was a solution in search of a problem. Because I'm still thinking like, if you've got a lot of records to enjoy, you probably still want to have a permanently placed record player with your hi-fi. I can't believe I just said hi-fi. Who says that?
If I'm listening to a vinyl record, I want to hear it the way the vinyl was supposed to be made on a turntable with a needle. Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you, that Bluetooth device now, Bluetooth 3, 4, 5, all do horrible compression audio. So you're not going to get anything genuine sound-wise. It might be passable. It might even be good, but it's not as intended. No way.
Yeah, it sounds like fidelity on it isn't the greatest. But I mean, if I'm spinning a vinyl record, it's because I want to hear. But I mean, that's not me. I like my audio to be crisp and clear. I don't want the crackles and the pops and the hisses and no. Yeah. That's not what I want. If I wanted that, I would go and I would get a live recording from a concert.
Yeah.
And then you get all that stuff. So that's just my preference. So I do everything on my iPhone with Apple Music.
My dad, as a kid, he had reel-to-reel. And so he would splice his own tape. And he had these big-ass wheels. Like, he could do, 24 hours of audio. Crazy amounts of audio on these things. And then he literally could run off his own tapes if he really wanted to. He was all into that stuff when I was a kid. Between CB radio, doing ham, doing reel to reel. Like he just loved all that stuff. Okay, thanks for hanging with me. Definitely ran longer than I thought it would with only 4 sets to show off, but I
Yeah,
enjoyed the conversation.
we
And
chatted about some other stuff too, and
yeah, I'm probably going to start doing a little thing. I'll get a few of us together where it won't be centric on what did any of us necessarily acquire so much as the idea is I'm thinking of calling it Bricks and Chat or something like that. And just, a little bit more general interest stuff. I don't know. Because I know as we move into the fall, I'll have more time and my brain will be more into the idea of sitting down and having those talks, once a week or once every 2 weeks. Because I know I'm going to be buying less of this stuff. I'm just making plans now. It's like, my UCS Star Wars and a handful of Star Wars ships, and other than that, it'll be odd things like this because I really like these guys.
yeah.
I want to get that.
Harry,
there's a Harry Potter set I want to get the one with the owl, the big one.
Oh yeah, Hedwig.
Yeah. $300 though, something like that. I don't know.
Yeah. Right now, I'm just trying to get on top of the stuff that I'm trying to process, and I'm going to try and do a driveway sale on Saturday to try and make up for my losses.
Ooh.
So,
like next week, or you mean like a couple weeks down the road, or
no? Just this Saturday, I'm just going to do like garage sale, yard sale kind of deal.
Yeah, you're going to promote it.
Yeah, I'll just do it on Facebook Marketplace here in town.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
okay,
I'm just trying to recoup some of the stuff that I lost.
Sure.
So, but I got a Arc 170 that the whole front, those hinge pieces. Where are they? These ones.
The two-piece brick ones that go together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3 of mine.
Tell me those aren't the broken ones. Those are the broken ones.
Yeah.
Oh man, you couldn't find a tougher one to replace, could you?
I've got
that piece in that color.
Right, snapped right off. So I've got them on order, but yeah. And then what am I missing? Oh yeah, the same order has the 2 pilots for it. So I've got the droid, I've got Kit Fisto. I need the 2 pilots and those 2 pieces, and then. And I got a book for it here somewhere. I got to find, and then I need 2 parts for the Malevolence that's sitting over there under the bricks.
Yep.
So I've got all the figures for that now. I'm missing Count Dooku's silver lightsaber hilt, which is apparently in the mail, and a 1x8 blue tile that goes on the outside of the ship.
Shipping's got to be brutal for you.
And then I'm at a Stonewall because I'm trying to. I've got a shuttle Tidarian that I picked up a while ago, and a bunch of the white parts were sun yellowed. So I've been trying to bleach that with peroxide.
Okay.
Well, I'm out of peroxide.
Oh.
No place in town can. Walmart doesn't have any.
None of the drugstores?
Well,
check the drugstores, dude.
I can get a 100 milliliter bottle of hydrogen peroxide with a spray pump at any one of the Shoppers Drug Marts for $7.
Ouch.
So, or I can wait until Canadian Tire gets it, or to Canadian.
Yeah, because you'll get a nice big bottle for less than that.
500 mils for $3.40, or I can get an 8-pack for $11 from Costco when they get theirs in. So, but I'm pretty much out of. I can't sun bleach anymore, and I'm only halfway done of trying to whiten them. So yeah, so that's got to wait. So never ends, on and on and on. But at some point, I've got this one to build.
Yeah, I know. I love those sets. Those are the ones that I'll keep grabbing. Oh, look! Wow, literally.
Same one.
I didn't. I've been doing photography the last little bit, and it's like, yeah, I've got to catch up. And it's such a great looking set. I shouldn't have raised it up like this one. Oh, now see, I'm envious. Now see,
My blacksmith shop.
I love that set.
Speaking of which, I was down there working the other day.
I wish the color scheme was a little different because they really went in a different direction on some of that set compared to the original idea.
I got guitar to do.
I wish you could have seen the one Mega put out 6 months before that one, but I don't have it handy. Yeah,
I've got that. I've got. I still haven't built the dinosaurs. I got the friend set I still haven't built. What else is there? Yeah.
Well, anytime I'm building, you're welcome to come on and build and chat.
I've been trying to clean up. If I clean up the garage, get that sorted, that means I can clean up the driveway, get that sorted, so that when Saturday rolls around, I can put my signs out Friday night and have my garage sale, yard sale, Lego show, whatever. I got some other stuff that I'll put up. So I'm going to put my I'll put my Lego shelves on one side of the driveway with table and Lego on that. And then I've got some other stuff I'll put out. I got a couple of old terrariums for the lizard that my kid had that died. Got two big lizard tanks and
use those. Why not?
Well, I'm going to sell them. Put them out to sell.
And you're going to sell them. Oh.
I've got a big area rug that's in the back of my truck that if it doesn't sell, it'll go to Value Village. I could probably get $10 or $20 out of it. And then, I don't know. I have like, I was looking them up online. There's a brand of country cowboy shirts, Western wear from the 90s that I used to wear to all. I wore it to all the rodeos and everything, right? When I was competing in rodeo, and working and running rodeos. So they're going for $40, $50, $60 a shirt now.
As a vintage shirt. Wow.
Yeah. And I have a lot of them. Probably have
now don't flood the market because you might kill the market. Do a little at a time.
I mean, yeah.
Well, it's like when I was selling the poly bags before, right? So the worst thing you can do is put them all out there. It's like I put a couple out there, let them sell.
Yeah.
A couple of weeks later, put a couple more out there, let them sell. Because we put them all out there, they don't seem so rare anymore, do they?
No. So anyway, it's been almost an hour and a half. We should.
I know. Eileen just come back just as we're closing shop. That's okay. We're out of here. Thanks for hanging with me. And send me a link when you set up your Facebook link for your sale, and I'll cross promote it.
Okay, sure.
Sound good? All right. Have a good one.
Yeah, if people want to come in from out of town, that's fine. I'm just targeting the local market.
Yeah, but every little bit helps, right?
Sure.
All right. Have a good one.
Okay. Have a good week.
Easy, Eileen, Axel, anyone else who's hanging around. Peace.